time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. This past Friday, September 5th, 2025, Mark Volman passed away. Mark was 78 years old. He had a short illness which caused his death. Now you'll ask, who's Mark Volman? Well, Mark is from California, and he met up with another person in high school by the name of Howard Kaylan, who was from New York but then had moved to California. They sang together in an a cappella group in high school. Well, Howard also had his own band called the Night Riders, and they played surf music, and Howard played saxophone. Well, Mark thought this group was really cool, wanted to play saxophone, and wanted to join, where they were changing their name to the Crossfires when Mark joined the group. They then signed with White Whale Records, but as the Turtles, and this was in 1965. The Turtles were spelled Tyrtles, kind of like a play on words like the Beatles and the Byrds. But because it was such a strange spelling, everybody got to know the Turtles as Turtles with a U instead of a Y, and that's what stuck. Well, this group had a ton of hits from 65 to 69. They were in the top 40 constantly, and their songs were happy, fun, and fantastic. And I love the Turtles. I just think they're such a great group to listen to. Well, the group broke up in 1969, and what was weird is in their contract, Mark and Howard couldn't use their real names. So if they were to continue in the music business, they had to change their names, which they did. It became Flo and Eddie. Flo being Mark and Eddie being Howard. Well, for about a year and a half, they were with Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. They then sang backup with T-Rex on Bang a Gong, and sang backup on the T-Rex album, The Slider. They were on John Lennon's songs, and so on and so forth. They were also putting out their own albums. They had quite a few albums on the market as Flo and Eddie. So I thought it'd be fun to do a Turtles song to remember Mark Volman by. Now, which one did I want to pick? That was a tough one. I mean, there was a lot of great songs by the Turtles. So I thought, let's do She'd Rather Be With Me. I picked that one because I think that was the first single that we bought, my brother and I, by the Turtles, and I would play it constantly. I love that song. Now, this song is written by Gary Bonner and Alan Gordon and came out in 1967. It was the follow-up single to Happy Together. Like I said, Happy Together was a #1 hit on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart here in the United States. This song didn't do quite as well as Happy Together, but it got to #3 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. So I think that's pretty good. So here we go, dedicating a song to Mark Volman. The song is She'd Rather Be With Me by the Turtles.
Some girls love to run around, love to handle everything they see. But my girl
stop it right here real quick. So this is the Turtles, and they're live on stage, but they're of course lip syncing the song. But I always, whenever I saw the Turtles on stage, I was really naive. We didn't have a lot of information about rock and roll bands in the 60s like you do today with the internet. I mean, you kind of watched a band and maybe heard things over the radio from the DJs and stuff like that. But otherwise, there wasn't a lot of information about rock groups. And I always wondered why that one heavyset guy with the weird glasses was in this band, because he really didn't do anything other than sang backup to Howard Kaylan, who's doing the lead vocals here. I didn't realize that the two were like joined at the hip. They were like partners in this band, and Mark Volman was there to be kind of the funny guy. And the more you watch this group, you can see that the antics that Mark does adds a little bit of humor and lightness to the group. And he dresses kind of strange as well from how the others dress as well. So once you understand that, you go, this is really cool. You got to watch these two interact. So here we go. Let's continue with She'd Rather Be With Me.
Some girls love to run around, love to handle everything they see. But my girl has more fun around, and you know she'd rather be with, yeah, she'd rather be with, you know she'd rather be with me. You know she'd rather be with me. You know she'd rather be with me. You know she'd rather be
Great song. That is just a great song, and they're so fun to listen to. I mean, every Turtles song is phenomenal, and it's this big production stuff too. You got a lot of brass in here. You got strings in here, and you even have a cowbell. Yeah, that one little break in there, and he hits the cowbell a couple of times. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, how cool is that? Let a little bit more cowbell, please. Fantastic stuff. I mean, the Turtles were just so special and did so many great songs. One thing is, if you go to YouTube and you just play one track after another by the Turtles, you'll go, yeah, I've heard that one before. Yeah, I've heard that before. Well, I didn't know they did that song. Just really, really cool group. And like I said, I always wondered when I was a kid what Mark had to do with this group, but he adds a little bit of lightness to this group and a little bit of humor to the group. And he's a good singer. I mean, he is a good singer. He plays guitar. He writes music. So he's not somebody who's just playing a tambourine all the time. He has other things that he can do. And what's great about Flo and Eddie, when they broke up the Turtles and they went to Flo and Eddie, what a difference in look too. From what I heard, it was, I guess, New Musical Express from an interview, I think, with Mark, that he had his hair insured from like fire damage or falling out or anything like that for like $100,000, because his hair was what he was all about in the 70s. If you see pictures of him, he's got this frizzed out hair that just sticks out to here. Just really cool stuff. And then Howard too. I mean, he's got really long hair, a big beard. They were just kind of freaks in the 70s, but they added so much to a lot of other people's music. So that was She'd Rather Be With Me by the Turtles. Great song. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. That's the old thumbs up button. I'd really, really appreciate that. If you have any comments about She'd Rather Be With Me, the Turtles, or, Mark Volman, some memories that you have, or you just want to say something special about him, put in the comments below. That'd also be really appreciated. Now I'm going to take a link to this video and put in my description below. If you want to watch it again without me stopping it, hit that link. It'll open up and play for you all the way through. I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video in my description below. And it was, I think, Smurf Tools that uploaded this one, and I've used that person's videos before. Does a great job on the videos. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? Just go below my video. I know you still have it open. Hit that subscribe button, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So I just thought I'd do a dedication to Mark and say, hey, Mark, have a great long sleep. And peace out, everybody.